The follow-up is simple. Ask a question, listen to the answer, then follow up. I'm your host, Noah Kozlov. Enjoy. Welcome to another episode of the Follow-Up Podcast. I'm Noah. This is my 6-year-old daughter, Eden. Every Monday, we've got a new episode, a topic of her choice. We appreciate you listening on Apple Podcasts. You can subscribe there so that you never, ever miss an episode. You can also leave a rating and review, which I will always share with Eden. You know, this week, a woman named Trisha said that she really loves the way you present yourself, which I thought was really nice. Mm-hmm. And Susie sent another chicken recipe, which I forgot to share with you. It's a lemon chicken recipe, which, now that I think about it, I will do that. Also, you can watch all episodes on vocalnow.com, VOKAL now.com, also on the Vocal Roku channel. They come out every Monday around 11 o'clock Eastern Time. It's always Eden's topic of choice. Today she's in pajamas. I just showered. It's about noon on Sunday. It is a rainy, miserable day in New York City. This week is spring break in school. We're not going anywhere.
No.
So what do you want to talk about?
And funny that you just mentioned school, because today's topic is school.
What about school?
Well, since there's going to be another opt-in, so people from Cohort D, which is the remote, can come in school. We'll see, how, depending on how many people opt in from D, will determine if I'm in school full-time. So, one weekend, next weekend, next weekend, next weekend. So, like a full month in, not a full month in.
And pardon my sniffles. I might use a tissue during this episode. A lot of sneezing and a runny nose. Yeah. So explain. We've done a school-type episode a few times, kind of updating everybody on what's going on in first grade. So if you could explain what the situation is right now.
So
while I wipe my nose.
Okay. So right now, the situation is I've been going in 1 week in person, 1 week remote. And that continues. So this week's spring break, and are they doing an opt-in over spring break now? So over spring break, they're doing an opt-in. So an opt-in is when people from Cohort D, which is the remote, can opt in to cohort A and B. Mm-hmm. And then A and B are the cohorts that are in person.
Right. Okay, so how many people are in your class right now?
Like in my cohort?
Like when you go in person in school, how many people are in your classroom?
12.
And usually, last year, there are how many?
25.
Okay.
And so, also, in the other cohort B, they have 10 people. So that already adds up to 22 people. Mm-hmm. So, depending on how many people opt in for B, that determines if I'm going to be in school every day.
Right, now they're the new guidelines. So this is New York City public school. And because of the new guidelines, in school right now, 6 feet apart, masks, etc. Right?
Correct.
All those guidelines. Now they're talking about
3 feet.
3 feet apart, masks. And all your teachers are vaccinated, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I think they are. Do you feel safe in school?
Yeah. Everybody's like, this is one table. Mm-hmm. This is another table. This is another table behind. And then there's one here. Space here. There's one here. Mm-hmm. There's one here. There's one here.
So there's some advantage to having just 12 kids in your class, right? Just because the teacher's attention is more focused.
Yeah.
But do you feel like your teachers can't be as hands-on with you because they can't get that close to you?
I guess so, but I kind of don't, because they come next to me. She sits next to me. She puts a chair, not...
Like 6 feet away, yeah.
No, she puts a chair right next.
Okay, all right. But far enough away, yeah.
But it's like, say this is me.
Mm-hmm.
She's right here.
Okay, yeah.
But maybe it's only 30 feet.
Right, but you have all of the necessary...
we have like a shield and...
Yes, right. You've got the shields around... So what do you think it would be like? All right, so say it's 3 feet apart, and there might be 18 kids in the class. Good with that?
Actually, there would be depends, maybe like 25, 28 kids.
Maybe.
Which is a lot
Yeah.
more than my kindergarten class, right? I think it's kind of nice to have a lot of people in your class because then you get to like, talk to everybody. Like, I haven't seen my friend Alessia in a while.
In school, right.
In person. Like, I haven't seen her in so long. Like, all the kids, 10 kids in one cohort.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah.
And then you can bounce ideas off each other
Yeah.
more. You can have different, maybe you'd have different partners
Yeah.
for different things. Yeah. Has it been
Anyway, I always ask my same partner.
has it been more challenging this year than last year when you were in school most of the time?
I feel like it is just going like on remote. It's like, I'm on remote. Like, why do I have to be remote? It's like, it's so annoying to be remote.
Mm-hmm.
But
You have to look at Zoom and yeah.
yeah, but like I don't feel like it's that big of a deal because you're still learning at least.
A little different.
Did you ever have a challenge like this, like being not in school when you were in school like that?
It's a good question. No, I mean, when we were kids, well, we certainly didn't have a pandemic, which was fortunate.
Yeah.
But like when snow days, we didn't have school. You just
I don't.
didn't have school.
Yeah.
Like there wasn't like you log in and do remote school. If you're,
Yeah.
sometimes if you're sick and you're going to be out for a while, then maybe a parent would go into school and get your homework
Yeah.
and bring it home. I remember a few times I broke my thumb a bunch of times when I was in elementary school, like always playing sports, like jamming a finger or something.
No, you once broke your pinky.
I think I've either broken or sprained. I think every one of my fingers has been in a splint at one point. But when that would happen, then I do remember, especially in 4th grade, that who's calling us on FaceTime out there?
It's probably Uncle Robbie because I called him earlier, and he's already called probably twice.
Oh, okay. Hey, Uncle Robbie, while you're watching this, you're calling us on FaceTime, hang tight, would you? So I remember Mr. Rhines, my 4th grade teacher,
Yeah.
sometimes would send me to the library and I would dictate, like I would say what I wanted my answers to be and someone else would write them, like for a test or a paper, and someone else would write them down for me because I would have like fingers in a splint and I couldn't hold the pencil or pen properly. But those real challenges,
Like they're not
I
as big as Big Room.
No. I don't remember anything like that. I mean, I remember thinking that things were going to change a lot. Like in 1999, there was a school shooting in Columbine High School outside Denver, Colorado, and that was the first. That was the first one that I was I think I was a junior in high school, maybe a senior, and
What's the junior?
11th grade or 12th grade.
So it's first year.
Like freshman year is the first year, so 3rd year of high school or last year of high school.
Yeah.
And I remember I was just like I couldn't stop watching the TV, and I was watching it. I was just talking to Mom about this the other day until I think it was April 20th, 1999, and I was just watching until like 3 o'clock in the morning and thinking, what is school going to be like the next day? Because is security going to be different? And it wasn't, because now you have certain drills that you go through, and we had
anyway, we have 2 security guards.
Right, and we had a policeman in school, but I thought that was going to change everything, and I thought that was going to be like a major challenge, and everything was going to change, but it didn't. But fortunately, we never had to deal with anything like that at school. But nothing like something that took us completely out of our educational routine.
Like mine.
Right.
Like I still have I have a new routine. It's a routine, but it's not the old routine of going in every day. It's just like wake up, sit down, and everything.
Right.
Like,
Yeah, totally
when I'm
different.
remote, I'm at set. I wake up at 7. When I'm in person, I wake up at 6:50, 6:45. It's like
Yeah.
back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
Mm-hmm. Are you hoping that you can be back in school full time?
Yeah, because I like to see everybody. I like to have the classroom feeling of like everybody in, and like I don't get to see everybody, like my friends in cohort B at the park every day.
Mm-hmm.
Like sometimes, like kind of rare. So it's nice to have like everybody and the feeling of everybody in there and seeing everything.
I agree. All right, as always, proud of you.